Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to today's live session. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you today because in today, the 16th session, we are going to take our action taking to the next level. Because think about it, we're already on 2nd of March today. 2 months of 2026 have gone by. And in the past 60 days, two things would have happened for you. Either you've really started progressing on your goals and you're proud of yourself, or you're kind of lacking back on them. You're procrastinating, you're not sure what's going right, what's going wrong. And because of that, rather than feeling proud of yourself, you're feeling a bit hurried, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. You're like, oh my God, March is already here and that energy is already pulling you down. Well, whichever camp you belong in, today's conversation is really going to matter to you because it's about something so fundamental and so crucial, and yet something that we ignore. And that ignorance is not free. That ignorance costs us success, time, patience, effort, and a lot of unnecessary stress, because of which we end up remaining stuck over and over and over in many different areas of our lives. So today, I would help you break through that barrier. So in the month of March and in all the months that are going to come in 2026, even beyond that, you can carry just this one lesson and make sure that you are the one who's succeeding, you are the one who's shining, regardless of what's happening around you. And that resource that I'm talking about, that we often ignore, is our energy. Think about it. Everything that you do in your life requires energy. Breathing is energy. Moving your hands like this is energy. Listening to me right now is also energy. You may think you're doing it very passively because you're just sitting there and you're probably having your phone in your hands or you're on your laptop, but no. Your brain is actively using energy to process everything that I'm saying and to comprehend it. So, in life, the simple principle that is true and that I like to live by is life is energy. Repeat this with me. Life is energy. So the quality of your energy defines the quality of your life. But for 90% of us, the quality of our energy is very questionable. Let's be honest here. 90% of us are not waking up every day with excitement. We are not walking into our workplaces with gratitude and love and appreciation for the fact that we have this wonderful opportunity to serve and add value to the world. We're not doing that in our relationships. When we meet people close to us, rather than feeling that energy of love, even before a conversation can come up, there's already resistance, there's already barriers, and the air is so dense you can't even speak about it, but you can feel it. And in that moment, things get awkward. You want to express yourself, but something holds you back. The other person wants to be there for you, but they cannot be. You cannot be there for them. And it's all an act of low energy where that relationship, instead of fueling you, is draining you. How many of you are feeling drained in your day to day life? How many times do you end up feeling exhausted for no reason at all? And how many days has it been like this, that either at your workplace or in your relationships, something or the other is always making you like, why am I even doing this? Well, that right there is the reason you're struggling. Is the reason you're not growing. Is the reason your life is stuck where it is. And you may think, oh, this is not connect. I have so many problems to deal with, and that's true. But think about it. Through those problems, who is the one who's maintaining a high energy? Who is the one who has to show up and deal with them? And if you're like this and you're like, oh my God, my life is so full of problems, you're not going to be able to deal with them. You're not going to be able to work with them. For example, right now, as I'm speaking to you, something must have gone wrong on the side. The light that I have up here just turned off. I don't know if you even notice the difference in my speaking, or if you notice the difference in the bit of the background lighting that I have here. But did you see me panic? Did you see me suddenly get worried and say, oh my God, my light's not working? What do I do? No, I did not do that. Why? Because I know I can deal with it. I know I can handle it. It's just a problem and it does not affect my energy. It does not affect the way I show up. And this excitement, this drive, this just joy that you see in me right now to have this conversation with you, well, it has nothing to do with how rested I'm feeling. It has nothing to do with how much energy I have in my body. It's all about the energy I'm feeling in here, because it's what I'm just checking the time. It's 8:35 p.m. right now. Okay, I've been up today morning since 5 a.m. I don't take a nap. I take coffee very rarely, so it's not an energy source for me. I'm not dependent on it for my energy. No tea, no coffee, no coke, no cold. I don't need anything like that to fuel me physically to perform at a high state. So I don't take naps. I don't do that. I don't have any substance going into me to make me feel like, yes, I'm refreshed now and I can do it. No. Since 5 a.m., I've been doing my exercise, I've been doing my work, I've been doing some of my meditations that I do. Even at this hour, after so many hours, a full day of working on different things, of coaching people, my energy here is like I've just woken up and I'm ready to take on the day. How? Because I've created it consciously. It's not a coincidence that every single time you see me in these live sessions, there's this flow in the way that I speak. There's this connection. There's this ability that I have of just connecting dots. Like, for example, did I know that my light's going to turn off in between the session? I'm going to use that example. No. But you see how effortlessly it flowed into my speaking? Well, that's because I have unlimited energy to tap into, unlimited energy inside me that's pushing me forward regardless of the things that I'm doing. So, if you want to tap into this unlimited energy, right, here's the way I want you to think about it. So, imagine this water bottle right here is you. And inside this, all the things that are there, the water, the liquid, it's the energy that you have for your entire day. Okay. Now, outside are all the activities that you need to deal with, the activities that you need to handle, the things calling for your attention. And I want you to imagine, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to be careful so I don't spill it on my laptop. Otherwise, the live stream would end before it even begins, before I even give you the solution. I don't want that to happen. So now imagine this. You've woken up, the lid on your energy is off, and 1,000 different things are already inside. There are, let's say, 100 straws that are filling up the mouth of this bottle, and each one of them is taking away some or the other amount of water that's in here. Is any of them going to get enough water? It's just a 1 liter water bottle after all, and if there are 100 straws inside it, are they going to get the kind of water they need? Of course not. But how fast is this bottle going to go empty, and how fast will it get drained? Like this. Why? Because too much pressure on this one resource, right? And because there's too much pressure on this one resource, it gets exhausted very fast. But does the demand end? Oh no, the demand does not end. So when it is depleted, it's like a magical source opens up inside the bottle. There's a well that the straws are digging to extract some more water. And then it's just tattered up and it's broken. And if that's happening with you the entire day, well, then no wonder you feel so low energy. No wonder you feel so exhausted. No wonder there's so much resistance and challenges and problems and headaches in your relationships, because your energy is just not there to support it. And if life is energy and the quality of our energy defines the quality of our life, then a drained quality of energy is only going to lead to a drained and exhausted life. And then we make the mistake of working only on life problems and how do I get back with my ex, or how do I solve this problem with my life partner, or how do I find a job in 30 days. Well, that's not what you have to work upon. Think about it. You could get the job, you could get back with your ex, you could solve this problem with your life partner. But if there again the source of the energy is getting drained every single day, guess what you're going to recreate? An exhausting, draining life that's full of problems. So now that you know this, you understand that the core is not to work on the problem, it's to work on the energy. And the way you work on the energy is very simple. It requires just one mindset shift, and it's this: if I can consciously create the emotions I want, I can create the life I want. I'm going to repeat it again. If I can consciously create the emotions I want, I can create the life I want. Our biggest misconception in life is, and I want to break this for you, is that people and situations and other things are draining us. They're making us feel this low. They are creating problems, and they are the ones who are causing challenges and draining away our energy, right? We think that. But again, think about it. Now, I'm going to take up the bottle once again to show it to you. If the lid is there, no matter how many sources are there, can they drain the water out of this? Can they drain the energy out of this? No. But you can't stay asleep your whole life. You can't keep the lid on all the time. So, what you need to do is, instead of a lid, you need to have a filter. And when you have a filter, you can choose what gets to drain your energy, what does not get to drain your energy. But you have to consciously create that filter. You have to consciously create that condition for yourself where you say, okay, I'm responsible for the way I feel, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to create a high energy mood. I'm only going to allow the things that I want into my energy. And that's when you realize the world can keep on spinning around. The world can go into chaos. People around you can go into drama, but you won't, because you have protected your energy and you have consciously chosen where to direct it. For example, the reason I'm so energetic and joyous and happy and ready to do my work right now is because throughout my day, I haven't spent 2 hours talking to my best friend about what is the biggest problem of my life and just ranting about it. Nothing wrong with doing that. I'm not saying you don't need an emotional release. But if it's happening over and over and over again about the same problem and the same people and the same situations and the same gossip, you might have to take a look into the mirror and understand you might be the problem. You might be the one draining away your energy. Because think about it, that person, all that situation, all that drama has come in, this much energy gone there. Then you're worrying about the future, you're thinking and you're overworked and you're overwhelmed, this much energy gone into that. Then how much energy do you have left to work on your relationships, to work on things that truly matter, to take the actions that are actually important for you? None. And that's why we are so overwhelmed despite doing nothing. So the way to create that filter is to consciously choose where I want to invest my energy and where I don't want to invest my energy. And then where you don't want to invest your energy, be sure that you don't do that, and be sure that you start investing your energy into the things that you like, into the things that you love, into the things that energize you to become your best self. And now I can only give you examples, but I cannot give you the list. Why? Every person is unique, as simple as that. Now, for example, for me, cooking is something I love to do, but if it's like a lot, I'm only going to be drained by it. I know that. I don't love that activity as much as other people do, so that it would be a rejuvenator for me. So I don't do that. I don't unnecessarily invest my energy there until and unless I want to make something very special for myself. That's the only time I do it. But you ask me to get on a coaching call with someone and to help them sort out a problem that they're going through, or to teach someone how to write their book, or to communicate my ideas as a writer, or to pick up a book from my shelf and just read it, or to come live on YouTube and speak. Oh my God, I'm going to be ready at 12 a.m. in the night. You wake me up from bed. I'm only going to care a bit about how my hair's looking and if I'm in the right shirt. But apart from that, I don't need anything else. I'm just going to be here. I'm going to be in the same energy. Why? Because this rejuvenates me. So you have to take the time to figure that out. Have that discernment, create that list, and then pull all the unnecessary energy that's going into things you don't want to invest in, bring that back consciously into things that matter to you. And the moment you do that, unlimited energy is going to come out of you like this. It's going to be very intense, it's going to be very powerful, and it is going to give you the results that you need to succeed in your life. And the quality of your happiness is going to go higher, because when your mind is focused and when your mind is aligned and when all its resources are in a coherent state, magic happens, creativity flows, new solutions come in, you get into this innovative state, and problems that bothered you before, now they're going to get solved like so easily, so effortlessly. It's not even going to take you as much time as it did before. The question is, are you willing to experiment a bit with this and to tap into your source of energy. It's already there, it's just dissipating and being wasted in way too many places. Recognize where those leaks are, fix them, redirect the same energy into other things, and you are going to be surprised at the high performer you become. So I'm super excited to see that version of you, because in March, if you want to make sure that your quarter one of the year and the rest of the year is high, mastering your energy is the foundational step for that. So I thought I'd introduce it to you this Monday as we are beginning a brand new month. I'm super excited for all the magic we are going to create together here every single day, 8:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. I'm super excited to see you tomorrow. Until then, keep your energy high, keep tapping into that unlimited energy. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.